Welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I'm, of course, Dr. Cush, along with my barback Kyle. I'm not a real doctor, but I did spend almost 2 decades running some of LA's best bars. After years of teaching classes and training bartenders, I want to demystify the cocktail world for you. Let's try a few new things as I open up my bar to everybody. Belly up, chat, and let's have a drink. All right, everybody, welcome to Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks. I am Dr. Cush. We are here today to practically use the information that we have theoretically been learning. What? I'll explain in a minute. I got an email, two frantic emails yesterday from somebody that a lot of you know of, looking for some cocktails, specifically punches, to be used at an event coming up. And what did I do? I created some. How did I do it? By using the punch formula. Practical application of theoretical use put into effect because we have been deep into the summer of punch. Welcome to the summer of punch. I'm Dr. Cush, and we are here today to make my completely improvised, right on the spot, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, lime squeezy. We are squeezing limes in this one. Version of a great cocktail called the Rum Punch. The Rum Punch it's tough to say that there is a real rum punch or a fake real punch. The Rum Punch is just a rum punch. It's a category of cocktails, and that is what we are doing. Dougie G says, what? These theories actually work. These theories actually work. And I will show you. That's the class today. I received, we'll tell you who the person is here in a second, but let me say, first of all, that person is important. The people I'm about to list off, even more important. Let me say hello over here to Tiki Tom. Tiki, 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 Tiki. Tiki, 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 taka, taka, ta, tiki, tiki, I feel like that one sounds like it's really echoing. Do they all sound echoey? Bye-bye. No, just that one. Okay. Anyway, Tiki Tom, good to see you. Tiki Tom, hanging out. I know that he has a Tiki festival coming up here soon. We're excited to see how that goes. I will not be able to make it to that one, but I am on the Facebook page. I did ask you all for all of the Tiki events coming up soon. I have a couple fun meetings. I'll tell you more about those later. Let me say hello to Bon Bon. Tiki, 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 Mr. Tiki. Tom, I assume that's the song we were singing. Just from reading it, I cannot tell whether you were singing that or... I assume we were singing the Tiki, 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 Tiki Tom song. Good to see you, Bon Bon. Let me say hello to our good friend, Shawnee Pennebaker. Good evening. Always a pleasure. Tiki Tom just got his a new mug delivered. That is spectacular. Love a new mug. I got a fun new menu. I'll show you guys a menu here soon. Love menus. Let me say hello to winner of the 2024 Cush Tucky Derby. That is Stephanie Husband. At least half of them. Stephanie's here. Oh, gosh, only half of them. Michael, not there. That's okay. You hold it down for us, though, Stephanie. We're just going to assume that everything you say is also coming from Michael. That's the deal we have going on here. Well, let's see who else we got here. Oh, we got Dougie G in the place to be. Dougie is ready to go. We got a hey-o from David Virtue. Good to see you. The 2,000th subscriber to the show. We are now on 2,049. Look at us. Like a rocket ship. Bon Bon tried the Chatham Artillery Punch. No joke. Had to throw some of it out. Too strong. It's a strong punch. It is a strong punch. Yeah, the Chatham Artillery Punch, no doubt about it, is a strong punch. Let me say hello to DC Debbie Clark, winner of the 2023 Cush Tucky Derby. Wondering where everybody was at the door. I was running around just at the last second, so I couldn't invite everybody in, but the The window is open, or the VIP lounge is open. If you guys want to pop in there, always good to see you. Moose is here. Davey Smart, big time. Davey Big Time Smart is in the house. Paulie B in the place to be. Paul Bellinardo. Wow. He says more punch fun. Yes, we have more punch fun. Doug has already asked. These theories actually work. These theories do work. Yes, like I said earlier, these theories, they do work. Let me say hello to Richie the Whiff. Oh, Richie the Whiff. Of all the days you could have showed up. We'll talk about Richie the Whiff here in a second. I have bad news for Richie the Whiff. Amy Beer, my power came on just in time. Welcome, Amy Beer. Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to say I had anything to do with that, but this show does have magical powers. Let's see. Davey Virtue needs to win a derby. You got to wait until, is it May? We got to wait till May. Absolutely. David Holt, man, that is a blast from the past. It is Davey T. Also here, he's giving us a hell yeah from over. He's over on Facebook, watching Facebook for us. Thank you, Davey T. Davey Holt, for watching that for us. Yeah, we got to wait till spring. My goodness. I think at some point we might have to do 2 derbies a year. We'll have to find out when another one is. But for right now, we have to finish Summer of Punch. We have to finish Summer of Punch. Yesterday, I'm just hanging out. That's not true. Yesterday, I'm freaking out about something. Something isn't going right. I don't know what's going on. My head is spinning. The world is coming crashing down. I don't know what to do. Ding! What happens? I get an email. Who do I get an email from? None other than Baby Doe. Baby Doe, who is one of 2 people that run Tiki Oasis. She says, hey, Cush, no big deal. I just need a little punch. We got a pop-up coming up. Need a punch. You have one of them? Sort of. I sort of have some punches ready to go. I thought for a second, hey, you know what I can't do? I can't just send her some other recipe from a Tiki book. She's like a Tiki expert. She's seen them all. I did send a Hell in the Pacific, just in case she wanted a Hell in the Pacific. But I whipped up a punch really quickly. Lickety split. Almost no time at all. How did I do it? Let me tell you. 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong, 4 of weak, and a little spice, make it all nice. That's how I did it. Super, super simple. She gave me a couple parameters. What were the parameters? We need to use 1 white rum and 1 dark rum. Great. I am ready to go. She gave me specific ones. It didn't bother me. I was ready to go. So what did I call it? I called it Dr. Cush's Rum Punch, and we're going to make it right here, right now. Why not? If you are planning on making out to San Diego, and I know some of you are, and I know some of you are planning to watch the show on August 4th. That's noon our time, I believe. We'll get all those times. If you are planning on showing up at the Tiki Oasis, this drink will be available to you. So Dr. Cush's Rum Punch should be available to you. Maybe things change, but either way, we're going to make it. I think it's really fun. I made it for my producer and Kyle the other day. They both asked for seconds. So it's very simple. It's not a crazy drink, but we got to remember 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong, 4 of weak, and a little spice, make it all nice. Let's start. Let's just do it in order. 1 of sour. Let's go, baby. 1 of sour. Well, what do I got here? I have 1. Oh, look at that little product placement. I have 1 ounce of lime juice. Just 1 ounce of lime juice. Look at that. Should we put it on the spinner? I think we should put it on the spinner. Why not? Oh. I should have done the green one. There we go. Let's put it on the spinner. Lime juice. Very, very simple. 4 p. Yes. Sunday, August 4th. PST. Yes. Okay. We got this going right here. This is just lime juice. Very simple. How much of that? 1 ounce. We're just doing this in parts, but all the parts are going to be ounces. So 1 ounce of some lime juice. Very, very simple. Now, I happened to have just recently, after I got this email from, no big deal, Baby Doe. I did happen to have just squeezed a pineapple. So I thought, you know what? Let's use pineapple in there. One of the sweets can absolutely be pineapple. And you know what else is great about pineapple? It can also be some of the week. When you use a big juice like a pineapple juice, it can be some of the sweet and some of the weak. But let's just do some of the sweet. We need how much? 1 ounce. 1 ounce of some pineapple juice. Do you think, you know how like I always feel like I'm a big strong man when I squeeze the limes with my hand? Oh God, can you imagine I just dropped that? It's the last of the lime juice. You imagine there's some Thor Thorensen who takes a pineapple and just squeezes it like that, just like a squeezes the whole pineapple, gets the juice out of it. Think that's worthwhile? Not to me, it's not. Okay, Rich Whiffin. Let me just bring him up. Let me just find Richie the Whiff. There he is. There's some showmanship right there. He says, Richie the Whiff, of course, has been a follower of Dr. Cush's Exotic Drinks for many, many years. He has his bottle on Pessoa. He loves Pessoa. Is this in focus? Can we just win an award real quick? And then, nope, not that. I just want to win this award. Which one do I turn? Nope, not that again. There we go. Oh, I guess that's the award we're going to win. He has had his name on this bottle of Pessoa for a very, very long time. A very long time. The bar has made many changes. In fact, we've put all of this greenery back here, I believe, since Richie the Whiff has on this bottle of Pessoa. Recently, I came up... Almost spilled the whole thing. Recently, I came across this. This right here is called Chinola. Pessoa, Chinola, Chinola, Pessoa, Oprah, Uma, Oprah. For this drink, Richie the Whiff, we are using Chinola. If, however, you want instead to use Pessoa, I think that will be just fine. You're going to run into a little bit of a sweetness issue because Pessoa is very sweet. Just like our friend Richie the Whiff. Incredibly sweet. Sweet, sweet guy. He's a sweet guy. Does all the sweet things. But we're going to be using this guy. This is Chinola. This is passion fruit liqueur. 21% ABV. Lovely to sip on. Has all of that real passion fruit flavor. They are not a sponsor of the bar. I just kind of like them. Oh, let's just take this. I think this is what... let me just say real quick. This is an issue. This is where the thing should have broke, and it did not break. They need to get their bottle situation figured out. We're going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to be putting in some passion fruit liqueur. Love a passion fruit liqueur. If you don't have passion fruit liqueur, some passion fruit peblets. We've all seen those peblets before, those ones that come in shakes. That would be good. You need 1 ounce of that. Or some passion fruit puree. Some passion fruit puree would also do really well in this situation. Oh, Richie, we might lose Richie the Whiff. He might tune out and go make himself a Pessoa and gin. That sounds delicious. Why don't we make that instead? You know what? Okay. We need 1 ounce of some passion fruit liqueur. Bonbon says Chinola is delicious. Chinola is delicious. Pessoa is delicious. They're both delicious. They just do different things for drinks. What I needed was something that was going to bring up some of the sourness that a passion fruit has, but also bring in that sweet that a passion fruit liqueur can bring us. Something to sort of balance us out, right? 1 of sour, 2 of sweet. We have our 2 of sweet in here, but we're going to add a little bit more sweetener in a moment because we gotta keep everything even. 1 of sour, 2 of sweet. Got to keep it even. Okay, 2 rums. Find yourself a light rum and if you can, a dark Jamaican rum. That's a good way to do it. The The one that I made was with plant array. Plant array. Of course, used to be called plantation, no longer called plantation, now called plant array. There's a plant array, their original dark, very nice stuff. I wanted to, for this today, I wanted to just throw in a little bit more taste of Jamaica. This is the Hamilton Jamaican pot still. Love that stuff. We need how much? 1 ounce, up to an ounce and a half. Up to an ounce and a half. You can do 1 ounce or you can do an ounce and a half. We're going to do 1 ounce because I have places to be tonight. But 1 ounce of some Jamaican rum. Oh, this is the Jamaican blonde. Sue me. Don't sue me. Just don't take everything I say so seriously. Got Jamaican blonde. We also now need to throw in some regular old white old rum. Normal Cuban style white rum. Turns out we have some. Right here. This is Bacardi. Bacardi, of course. A lot of people think it is the vodka of rum. A lot of people are right. It is very much the vodka of rum. It has been very, it's not, listen, there's just not much to it. But we need a rum in there. I believe the one we're using is going to be the Plantation 4-star. But for this one, throw in 1 ounce of some white rum. Looking good. Screw that. Looking great. Looking excellent. All right. 1 of sour, 2 of sweet, 3 of strong. If you were to put in an ounce and a half of each of those rums, which is doable in this drink, then you are following this drink to, you're following the poem to the exact word, because that would be 3 ounces then of some strong. Now, let's spice this baby up. Spice, we're going to be using 2 of them, in fact. This guy right here is called grenadine. Yes, thank you. My producer says, please don't sue him. Yes, please don't sue me. Just because I threatened you with you suing me. Please don't sue me. This right here is our good friend grenadine. Inside of my homemade grenadine, I have already placed a couple fun spices. One of those spices. One of those big flavors, orange flower water. Another one is going to be some rose water. So the grenadine is not just a sweetener. It actually is bringing a little bit of sour, a little bit of sweet, and a little bit of spice all in together. We are following with the formula still of the punch, and we are good to go. How much do you need of this? You need half a part. So half an ounce of some homemade grenadine. Let me see if I can catch up real quick. Let me just see if I can catch up to what everybody's saying. Giffard passion fruit liqueur, the best. Have we tried Chinola? I think it's time. Glenn has been under the weather. Good to see you, Glenn. This is my first time using Chinola. Pretty tasty, says Tiki Tom. There you go. There you go. Pretty tasty stuff. Tastes a lot like a passion fruit. I think it did is exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Liquor stores across Canada are currently closed and on strike, and I'm living through you, Davey, big time. What is going on? What is going on? Okay. We need to come together as a group. We need to smuggle. Sorry. Find a better word. We need coyote. We need to coyote Davey big time into the U.S. We will dress him up as one of us. I've never been to Canada. I don't know how Canadians dress. Dave, please, Davey big time, please send us your measurements. We will bring you American clothes. We will sneak you in. We will talk about things like football. And what else do Americans talk about? Well, the lawn care. Football and lawn care, right as we cross back into the border. We will have you right here in between us. Us bunch of Americans. We will sneak you in. We will get you taken care of, because I can't have Davey big time without his booze. That is horrible. Why are the liquor stores on strike? Does that happen often? Liquor stores are only on strike in the province of Ontario. Okay. All right. Well, that's going to help us. Somebody has to explain where Ontario is. Is it above? Is Ontario the French one? Is that where Quebec is? I believe that's above New York. I don't know. All right. Jeremy Foote, though, I think can still get some good liquor. Okay. Oh, good. Jeremy Foote, I live in NS Canada. North-South Canada, I believe, is what we're talking about. NS Canada is the only thing I can think of. It was just in pay, and nobody was on strike there. Whew. Yeah. Okay. The Blue Jays are in Ontario. Thank goodness. All right, perfect. JV Big Time is in. The heist has begun, everybody. The heist has begun. The heist has begun. Have I already put the grenadine in there? Yes, it's turned a slight color of pink. Great. We're in good hands right there. Put this here so that we still win our awards. All right. A little bit more spice. A little bit more spice. There are a few. Oh, PEI is Prince Edward Island. PEI is Prince Edward Island. Okay. Pay. Prince Edward Island. And what is north-south? What is north-south Canada? Is that what it is? Is it north-south? Is NS Canada north-south Canada? Just takes up the whole thing. Love it. Love it. Oh, could it be Nova Scotia? Oh, it might be Nova Scotia. It might be Nova Scotia. Is that in Canada? I don't know much about that stuff. Okay. Let's put this back. Which type of spices? No, Nova Scotia. What type of spices are we putting in here? Angostura bitters. I believe that the Bitter Baron and the Bitter Baroness probably, especially during the Summer of Punch, have gotten their money's worth for being a Patreon right here, because I do believe we show Dave and Sam's tiny little bottle, their blood-soaked bottle, constantly. But that's fine, because if we're making punches, there's almost nothing better to make punches with than some from Trinidad and Tobago Angostura bitters. It's perfect. A little sour, a little sweet, a little strong, a little weak. All good stuff in there in just this one ingredient. Go ahead and put in about 5 dashes. 5 dashes of some Angostura bitters. We've contemplated about just saying 10 dashes. When we dash the bitter bottle, I dash 10 times for 5 dashes because I have a half dasher. But I don't want to lead you guys astray, but it does weigh heavily on me. I don't have a lot to think about. Okay. This right here, that's a drink. That is a built, ready to go punch. Lots of ice. Lots and lots of ice. We're going to give this a shake. Let me say real quick. Yes, Ontario, Toronto is on strike because now Toronto's in a different place. No, Vancouver. I know Vancouver is close to Washington. Toronto is close to somewhere else. Because it's the grocery stores, big chains. Some more alcohol and take away from the liquor stores. Blah, blah. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, well, I think the question we have to ask then, Davey Smart, is how quickly can one become the president of Canada? And do I have to be Canadian? We all know that if I ever get into politics, my politics will be, let's fix these liquor stores. And then I drop out of the race. I just want to fix the liquor stores. I want to unite them all. I want to give good hours, good benefits, cheap liquor. And then I will drop out of the race. Hand it off to my running mate, Kyle, who will turn all United States national parks into orchards. Give this a big shake. Still sometimes gets stuck. Is that why they are missing? Yeah, let's hope not. Are they ever going to find gold? Never gonna find gold. Who's looking for gold? Okay, dang it, I lost. Oh, if you ever watched Oak Island on the History Channel, that's where I live. Oak Island. I haven't watched that. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna find it. We're gonna find it. Okay. This class. It's been out here the whole time. Scott Du Bois has started the Cush for President. We're to write it on a napkin. Put it somewhere to be inspirational. Cush for President. Good to see you, Scotty Du Bois. Okay, pour this into a footed Pilsner, or even better, one of these guys, a squall glass. We don't need all of the ice in there. We just need most of it. Finish that off right there. First of all, tell me that this is not a lovely gradient. Ooh, pretty. It starts off a little pink. It gets a little orange right up there, or a little peach. Starts pink and peach. Looks very nice. It looks very much like a tiki drink. Stop it. Looks very much like a tiki drink should look. In the. Will you stop it? Just hang out. Thank you. My goodness. All over the place. It's got all of this color, all this gradient. Now, we could, of course, put all kinds of wasteful bits and bobs and whatnot. Instead, we're just going to be using a reusable swizzle stick. Why not put a monkey on there? There's a monkey for you. Little monkey. And there we go. We're going to be using one of we just used one of these recently. It is easily one of the greatest straws of all time. If you ever get a chance to have a head shop make straws, I think you should. These were a gift from Bon Bon. Boy, we use these constantly, Bon Bon. Thank you. Cheers. This is Dr. Cush's Rum Punch. When I was just a little bartender, have I told you the story? I'll probably tell you again. When I was just a little bartender, just a baby, 20-something years ago, I didn't really have a taste for alcohol. Didn't really like it. It didn't really like. It didn't do much for me. I didn't really think much about it. So when I got my first bar job, the drink that I always wanted was a Malibu and pineapple. I loved it. This is what I drank. I would drink Malibu and pineapples just constantly. Gained about 400 pounds that summer. But I eventually started finding different versions of rum punches to make whilst I was at a place called the Room Hollywood, not known for his tiki stuff, but I would find different ways to sort of punch that up. If I could have, at that point, created this drink, I would have stopped. I would have made this one, and I would have said, no more, please. Thank you very much. Cocktails are done. We don't need any more. I feel like we found it. This is the one. This, oh my gosh. Kyle, can you come in here? I just want Kyle to test it. I made these yesterday. I made them yesterday, but I didn't have all the grenadine that I needed. I had to make more grenadine today. So it is, I believe, slightly better today. And I want Kyle to taste it. I want to hear whether he thinks this is a Galov Galike or Gahate. We have some discussion in here. Oh, here comes Kyle. Perfect. Thank you. Kyle brings the notes. Oh, here we go. Okay. We'll hand that to you right there. Oh, careful. I only have my hurricane glass broke, so I really would prefer Kyle didn't do this funny bit where he is flipping that around. Okay, Kyle's going to taste that. Moose just got Plantation Gran Añejo. Is it gold or dark? How to use it? Yeah, so the Añejo is not necessarily a dark, but you can use Kyle is on the floor. Send that back to me, please. 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 Give it. Give it. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Let go. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. See you later, buddy. Yeah, the Grand Añejo, that's an aged rum there, Moose. The aged rum. So no, not necessarily a dark rum. Dark rum will often dark rum comes from a lot of different places, but yeah, the Añejo, it's gonna be a use it in places of, you know what, Moose, taste it if you like it. First of all, Moose, don't you dare take outside. Yeah, sorry, Moose just got Plantation Grand Añejo. A great rum, spectacular rum. It's an aged rum, it's not a dark Jamaican rum. It is an aged rum. You can use it anytime where they call for an aged Jamaican rum, or if you want to spice up a lot of cocktails that are usually a little less Jamaican-y, throw that in anywhere that we say just use an aged Cuban rum, or hey, you're just going to add a touch more Cubanness. We'll eventually, I think we need to do a whole class on which rums are which and go through that. Today's not that day. Tiki Tom says some mint would also be nice on this. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it. Oh, yeah, sorry. There was some talking. Oh, let me say hi to Kimmy. Hello, Kimmy. There's some talk about people that also are not huge fans of the fruit as garnishes. I don't like them. I don't like them. Yeah, unless I can eat them or they really change the flavor, I'm kind of out on that. That's what I got. I like garnishes, Debbie, just not maraschino cherry. Ooh, Jeremy Foote does not like maraschino cherries. I believe was it on this show that I did that? As if I have another show where I ate a maraschino cherry sandwich. Better than you think. Okay, that's what I got for you guys. Hopefully, if you are able to make it out to Arizona Tiki, sorry. Hopefully, if you're able to make it out to San Diego Tiki Oasis, you'll get to try Cush's Rum Punch. We have another great cocktail that I created for this class. I think or for this event, called the Irish Isles. The Irish Isles. We'll be making that here soon, probably for next Tiki Tuesday to continue this Rum Punch, or the Summer of Rum. But we are getting very, very close to being done with the Summer of Punches. And I'd like to hear from you guys. Does anybody have a new thread we want to go on? I feel like we did punches. We're doing punches pretty well. I feel like we're really knocking this out. For a while, we won't do punches. Obviously, we won't have a punch for a while after this. But you guys let me know. I know that there are some things that we have neglected here. I do want to get back into Battle Box, and I do want to get back into Rum Mondays. Maybe we'll make them Rum Tuesdays, or maybe Rum Thursdays, so that we can start tasting more. I just have to find more rums to taste, I think, is the whole problem with it. That's don't take up a bajillion, first of all, dollars, and second of all, spaces. I'm sorry, Rich. Yes, Rich was neglected today, and I do feel bad. He he will have this bottle of Passoa for the rest of our natural lives. My goodness. Yeah, Tom loves the idea of a deep dive on rum. I think we should definitely do that. Amy wants to do better 80s and 90s drinks. Yeah, the 80s, 90s was a tough time for drinks. There are some great ones in there, though. So maybe we'll tune on that. I have a great guest coming up on the 10th, August 10th. Seems like a fun guy. Anyway, I think that's all I got for you guys. We got to keep these compact, I guess. You guys are the greatest. We're on a normal schedule this week, so we will be back here on Thursday, and then we will be back here on Saturday. And my goodness, are we getting close to Tiki Oasis? This is, I am already incredibly nervous. I appreciate everybody help me out. If you want to help out the show, obviously Patreon, but if you also want to help out the show, I randomly ask questions over on Facebook. It's Dr. Cush's After Hours. Dr. Cush's After Hours on Facebook. Pop on over there, say hi, and answer my questions. I will do my very best to answer all of yours. In the meantime, let me just say thank you all so much. And
Bye.
that's not a good one to end on. Let's ask the question. In the end,
are you Dr. Jenga Jenga?
We're gonna find out who this Dr. Jenga Jenga is, and then we are going to look each other deep in the eyes and say
bye.
Goodbye. Dang it! It would have been so much better if I just got it right there.
I'm having a party, and you're invited.
Okay, bye.
What?
Well, are you uptight or what?
Okay. I'm having a party, and you're invited.
Today's secret word is, how about pretty please?
Oh, please. How are you today? Okay.
When did you discover that you were so beautiful?
No, you are, but what am I? Are you trying to drive me crazy? Take your questions until I'm through.